Hey everyone, it's Saturday, May 16th, and we're going to do another cooking vlog. And today, this is an array of some of the ingredients we're going to use for chicken. I'm going to say it's chicken alla cacciatore. There's a little sign in my kitchen. Here's moi, John Thomas, John T Food 66 YouTube channel. Please subscribe. This is one of my cooking vlogs. And today we're gonna do a basically my attempt at chicken cacciatore. It's probably not authentic chicken cacciatore because that would mean I'd have to go on Google and get all the ingredient list. But I just do things on the fly. So 2 days ago I roasted this chicken. This is from Vince Caspero's meat market on Bloor West, close to Ossington. A couple of peppers I just roasted in the oven. I think I did that yesterday. We've got two onions, two-ish onions I'll probably chop up. I did some roasted garlic. So usually when I roast garlic, I'm lazy, so I buy peeled garlic. You get a bag for $2. Cover it with oil. I love using this oil. This brand in particular, Terra Delicia. I think I'm pronouncing that right. You cover it with oil, bring it to a boil, and you'll simmer it. And you do lovely roasted garlic, and the oil is amazing to cook with. The exact way of doing this, just YouTube a video how to roast garlic and oil, and you'll come up with that. I've been doing this for years. This I learned in restaurants. This is a great brand of tomatoes. I'm not sure if I'm going to use 2 cans. Some chicken stock I might use, some white wine, because I believe you do that in chicken cacciatore, and rosemary. And I bought a plant, so I don't have to buy it, so I just pick my own rosemary. Basically, this recipe is just basically me just cooking on the fly. It's in the morning. It's Saturday. It's about 6:30, and I'll show you what I'm about to do. And so I'm not going to give exact portions. I guess I'm not that kind of channel. If I get organized, I'll try and write in the description under the finished video of exactly the portions. But that depends on how motivated I am to do that, because sometimes I just like to post the video, but I'll see if I can do that, because I know some people are kind of into exactly how much you want to do. But cooking's a feel thing. It's just, you add to what you think you need, if that makes sense. So I'll come back and I'll show you how to put all this lovely ingredients together. So we'll be back soon. Okay, kids, we're back. So this is what I've done. I've done some prep now. So I took the 2 roasted peppers. I realized that I probably need more roasted peppers. This dinner is actually for tomorrow night. I usually make things ahead, so I'm probably going to do double this. This is 1 green pepper, 1 red pepper. So I cut it up. Don't worry, my hands are washed. So that's about the size of it. This is kind of like a rustic recipe. I've cut up the chicken. Okay, so the chicken is going to be in chunks. So it's going to be leg. I wish I had something to point to. Like that's half a breast, drumstick, thigh. Skin is on, wings. Okay, it's okay to cook with the skin. I'm on a keto diet, so fat is good. Okay, that's 2 onions, roughly chopped. We're gonna use the garlic oil, some of the garlic. That's 2 cans of pastine tomatoes, a really good brand. That's the size of the can, $7.96. And one thing I want to emphasize about tomatoes: get a good brand. Okay, what you should be looking at. If I can get away from the glare. I can't seem to get away from the glare. Okay, what I'm trying to film, but it won't let me because of the glare, is the salt content. I don't know, it doesn't want to let me film. Okay, I'm a little frustrated. What's going on here? It's supposed to be an S9. Come on. What's going on here? I'm trying to show the ingredient list here, and it won't do it. That is frustrating. Very frustrating. I'm perplexed. One more time. It's blurry. Okay, fine. I was trying to show you the ingredient list. So basically, what I'm trying to say, when you use canned tomatoes, get a good quality canned tomatoes, because if you use bad quality, it will not taste good. Most Italian brands from Italy are really good. This is a really good brand. There's other good brands too. This is $3 a can. Not that expensive. You're not paying like $10 a can. Some of the really cheap ones for $1, they have something called calcium chloride in it. Stay away from that because they taste like crap. This has minimal salt. Okay, it says very little salt. There's only a little salt added. Some tomatoes you don't need to add salt. Okay, and some of them are over salted. Okay. So with the chicken that I cut up, I'm making my own chicken stock right now. That's how I usually make stock from a whole chicken. So I'm slowly simmering that, and I'll probably use this stock to maybe water this down. I have a feeling that the 2 cans of tomatoes that I'm using might be a little too much. And also in my oven, I'm roasting. Sorry, it's a little dirty. Oh my God, Martha Stewart would not be proud. I'm roasting some carrots, so I'll probably put some carrots in there as well, roasted. You can also do all raw ingredients. You can do raw chicken, raw peppers. Obviously, I'm using raw onions, raw garlic. But sometimes I like to cook ahead. And yeah, so we're heating the pot up. So I got a nice big pot. Saying the obvious. Okay, so we're gonna use our garlic oil now. Okay, so we're gonna pour some of that in, and let's try not to put the garlic in. We're just gonna use the oil. Yeah. Okay, so this has got a lot of flavor. So when you roast garlic, one of the bonuses is the flavor of the oil. Okay, and you can use this too. I'm not gonna use all this oil. I'll use this for something else down the line, and I'll use some of these garlic cloves in the chicken dish as well. Now, I've also got some other flavoring ingredients reserved. So in my roasting pan from the chicken, this is all the beautiful juices from that chicken. That's going to go in the pot. Okay? And also, when I roast the peppers, that's a lot of the pepper juice. Okay? So the peppers, when you roast them, there's a lot of water content that comes out of that. Save that. Okay? So I'm going to put that in with the chicken. Okay, and that's all this is all flavor. So whenever you do anything, think flavor. By the way, when you peel peppers, don't run them under water. That's a no-no. Just peel them, take the seeds out, take the skin off, be done with it. Okay, none of this running under water stuff that I've seen people do. That's absolutely not. It just takes away from the flavor. So we're gonna heat up our oil. Almost said onions. Well, we are gonna heat up the onions. Sorry for that sloppy camera work. But I'm only one guy, one cell phone, one kitchen with that sign. And is it hot? I see smoke. That means it's hot. So into the pot it goes. I think that goes. And so basically what we're going to do is we're gonna saute this down. We're going to say the cooking term for this, what I'm doing right now, is sweating. And sweating means that we're going to get these onions soft. Then, unfortunately, I don't know if I could do this all in one shot, basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to sweat this down a little bit, add a little salt. Then we're going to take this wine, and this is 1 cup of wine, and we're going to pour all of that in there, and we're going to bring that wine down till it's almost dry to burn off the alcohol. So you're going to get that flavor of wine. And let's lower this so these onions don't brown too much. Okay, so I'm going to come back when we add the wine, and I'll show you what's next. And then basically, when the wine is reduced, there's a French term for reducing wine. It's called, I think it's called au sec when it's dry, something like that. Don't quote me on that. It's been 20 years since I've worked in a French kitchen. And so this will take about 5 minutes to sweat down. We're going to lower the heat, okay? And we'll come back and I'll show you. Basically, you're just going to, if I could properly work the camera, you're going to add all this, most of the tomatoes. I think I added too much. I should have used, you know what I should have done? I should have done one big can of tomatoes and one little can of tomatoes. But hey, it's early. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. What do you want? Okay, so I'll be back soon to show you what's going on. Okay, we're back. So we sweated down our onions a little bit. Got a little color. A little color is okay. Okay. So now we're going to add all the wine. So this is a cup. This is my recipe that I'm doing on the fly here. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. And we're going to bring this to a boil. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to reduce that, okay, so it's almost dry. We want to just burn off the alcohol, and that's it. So when this is all reduced, then we're going to add probably most of the tomatoes. I'm not sure if we're going to add all of them. And then, okay, once we add the tomatoes, okay, we're going to cook the tomatoes. We're going to bring this up to a boil and let it cook for about a half an hour just to get it going. And then about that time, I'll add the chicken. And the reason I'm going to do that in stages is because my chicken is cooked. My peppers are cooked. I'll probably add my peppers and chicken at the same time. And I might add a carrot or two, which is roasting in my oven. Because I think carrots will marry with this quite well. And we'll obviously add some of the garlic. And we'll add some of the, yeah, what do you call that? Rosemary. And I'm a little perplexed by my S9 because it doesn't seem to want to focus in on this. So I'm thinking my camera settings are off, and I get a little annoyed with these Android phones because when I can't understand why this is not coming in clear, I I don't know. Sometimes I look to the heavens, but you know what? God's got more things on his mind than John's cooking vlogs, so I'll leave God out of that because these are obviously some serious times. So I'll try and figure out my camera. Maybe I'll do a vlog on how to figure out my camera. More my cell phone, the camera on my cell phone. And so we'll be back when this is almost reduced, and we'll add that. And we'll just combine this all. Okay, so coming back soon. Yes. Okay, so we're back. So you can see through the steam, the wine is basically almost reduced. Okay, so it's almost dry. So you don't want the liquid content in the wine because you've got a lot of liquid here. You've got some stock that I might add, and you just want the flavor. And when you make any kind of wine sauce, you're always going to reduce the wine to almost dry, post-second press. So that's basically done. So now let's add some tomatoes. And let's move our spoon. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now I gotta figure out. This is my amount of chicken over there. Okay. And I could add it all. I feel I'm not gonna add it all because I think I put too much. Sometimes I like to use my eyes, so I'm just basically it's that amount. There's the pot. There's the amount of tomatoes are in there. That's the amount of chicken. I could also add more, if I choose to, right? So what I want to do now is I want to bring this up to the boil. Okay. Okay. So this is still on high. Now all that beautiful chicken juice. That's what I'm saying. That's a technical term, right? Chicken juice from the roasted chicken and the pepper juice. We're also going to add too. Okay. Okay. Because that's a lot of flavor, and that's a lot of good flavor too. Okay. And let's see. So let's bring this baby up to the boil. And then basically, once I get this going, I want to get this up to the boil. Then we're going to add all our chicken. And actually, that'll give me an idea if I need to add more tomatoes, because that'll give me an idea. Because I'm just thinking, this is going to simmer for a while. This will probably simmer for an hour-ish. You got to remember, guys, I'm basically kind of making this up on the fly. I don't have a set recipe. I'm just trying to feel it out. Just the key to cooking for me is just use fresh ingredients. Good ingredients, and it will come out good every time. Okay, so Okay, so let's add some stuff. So let's add the peppers. Okay, so in they go. Boom into the sink. Let's add the chicken. Okay, boom, that goes. And oh, crash pan. ran of those pots and pans, John. Okay. Okay, so and you know what? I don't need more tomatoes, so we're good. So that tomato there is extra because this is more than enough. I can see it now. Yeah. So that's why sometimes I should have gone with the big one in the small can because usually I make this is a standard portion for me of stews that I make. I make a lot of stews in my life, and this is kind of like a standard portion, right? So I should have done that, but that's okay. So that's how it's kind of looking. Um, Actually, maybe I don't need to add more peppers. Maybe that's good. I'm not too fussy on that. See that? That's the little burnt part of the wing. Look at that little part there. It's not quite as... I should cut that off. I'll just do that before we finish this. Actually, matter of fact, I will do that. I'm a fussy cook. Yeah, because I cook this chicken in my rotisserie, and I've got videos. See that little burn part? I think I'm going to just chop that off there. Let's see. Where's the other one? Yeah. Because it's all, because in the end, I do like something called presentation. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to let this simmer for a bit. I'm not sure how long. Because basically everything's cooked but the tomatoes. So the tomatoes, you're basically cooking out the tomato sauce. You're making a bit of a tomato sauce. So I'm going to lower it to about medium. I'm also going to put in some of the garlic because the garlic is amazing. I love just adding roasted garlic to different stews. Yeah, sorry about the sloppy camera work, guys. Oh my god. I don't have a cameraman, okay? I'm doing the best I can. I always love filming that side. I need another side. If I was a singer, I'd sing you that song. It's my part. Oh, okay, I can't sing. Let's not do that. That's dangerous when I start singing. I can clear the room. How much garlic am I adding? I don't know. Is this like 20 cloves? Maybe? Something like that? I'm not really counting. Okay. I realize as I'm doing this, I'm not even looking at what I'm videoing. I'm just sort of doing stuff. I've got to remember I'm posting this. Other people are going to look at this. Okay. So that's looking very lovely. Okay, so let's kind of set this down. Unfortunately, you're going to get you're going to get a view of my chicken stock simmering. Because, oh boy. Is that right? Okay, my tripod is broken. Okay, basically what I'm about to do is I'm about to add rosemary. Let's see if I can do this actually. Without stopping the video. Okay, so this chicken stock is going to go back in the freezer because I just realized I'm making fresh chicken stock, so I'll just use the fresh. And then the rosemary, which I'm about to add, let's do it like this. So the nice thing about having a rosemary thing is you just cut it, right? So snip, snip. I don't know why I'm saying stiff. Like I need sound effects. Okay. How much rosemary do I need? A little more? Why not? So rosemary grows really fast. This is my first time having a rosemary plant, and in 1 week, look at the new growth. See all that little green? The new green? That's 1 week old. That's amazing how fast it grows. And rosemary is very strong, by the way, too. So you don't want to like go too crazy with it. So you know, but it's a beautiful herb. Now, if I was getting technical, I would tie this, and I might just do that. I might just actually come back and And in kitchens, sometimes you'll add an array of herbs. They're called bouquet garnis. This is all French terms because fine dining is based on Escoffier, if you ever Google him. He came up with the kitchen brigade system. So a lot of terms in the fine dining restaurant industry that I used to work at many years ago, over 20 years ago, was just a lot of French terms, right? So bouquet garni, which I think means something in English like a bundle of herbs or something like that. So I'll come back and I'll put the rosemary in there. We'll be back and we'll finish this video up. Okay, as promised, so I tied up my rosemary so I can get it out later. And as also promised, I'm going to add some roasted carrots because I roasted some carrots earlier. I roast them in foil, and I'm roasting beets, which are just perfectly cooked right now. And I just love roasted beets now. I just love roasting vegetables in the oven. Very easy to do. There's another roasted carrot. And all you do is you turn up your oven to 450, preheat it, put your vegetables in foil, this time root vegetables, boil them, and roast them for a little over an hour, and they come out perfectly, and they're amazing, and they're very healthy. Because unlike boiling, all the nutrients are preserved, right? They don't boil away in the water. So let's put that in there, and that's basically done, okay? So later on, when this is almost done, so basically, this is practically done, okay? So basically what's going to happen is the sauce is going to reduce a little bit, okay? And then we'll just season up with a little salt and pepper, maybe a little hot sauce. Now, if I had a jalapeno on hand or any kind of hot pepper, I probably would have put that in, but just a little bit because I don't want it too spicy. And that's it. And we'll serve this over brown basmati rice and probably some green vegetable. I'm a big into broccoli these days, so that'll probably be the meal. Kitchen alla cacciatore, alla John, served over basmati rice for my Sunday meal because today is Saturday and I will probably be eating out. So this will just to make a head meal. And because there's so much water, there's actually, I forget sometimes when I cook, there's a lot of water actually naturally coming from the chicken. And so I won't be using that chicken stock at all to water it down because it's saucy enough, it's liquidy enough. And yeah, I guess that's it. So we'll come back when it's all said and done and we'll say bye. Okay. So when it's all done, I'll come back and we'll finish this vlog off. Okay, coming back soon. Okay, guys, I'm basically going to end this vlog. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue to reduce the tomato sauce, okay, until it's a little thicker. And that's basically it. Then you season it with a little salt and pepper. And my version of chicken cacciatore, probably could add a little more green peppers, I guess, for a little more color. And that's about it. And I added some carrots, and I also added a little bundle of thyme because thyme and rosemary are they match. They go well together with chicken and tomatoes. So that's it for this cooking vlog. Once again, we'll call it chicken alla John, or no, chicken alla cacciatore. Meaning like it's my version of cacciatore, not the authentic version of cacciatore, which I'm not even sure what that is. Although I know it's made with white wine, I believe. I should have Googled this ahead of time when I do these vlogs. And again, if you like what you see, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, John T Food 66. YouTube, just hit the subscribe and hit the bell because I usually upload 2 to 4 videos a week. This channel was predominantly for music, but unfortunately because of COVID-19, there is no live music out there. But I still have 140 plus videos of live musicians, some of the top musicians performing in the city today over the last 2 years. They're amazing artists, so please check them out and support them. And support me, because this is my channel. So bye for now. God bless, and keep safe. Bye for now.